Hello, good yo-yo people. I'm Nate, and this is Let's Talk Yo-Yo, and welcome to 2018, a year in review. All right. Whew. It's been a good year for yo-yo. Would you agree? I think it's been a great year for yo-yo. Man, there are new companies. There are companies that hit their stride. There are new contests. There are better contests. There are better players. Maybe not better players, but as far as the competition, this Worlds this summer is going to be outrageous. I think we're going to see some of the best competition. The community has been better than it's been, I think, maybe ever, in my opinion, in about 10 years that I've been in this community. Man, it's been a good year for yo-yo, and there's been some fantastic yo-yos. Now, I could do a top 10 of yo-yos of this year. Primarily in this video, I really want to talk about yo-yos I've reviewed. I have not reviewed everything, not even close. But I've reviewed quite a few, and I've played quite a few, and so you'll find reviews on all these yo-yos. I couldn't quite narrow it to 10, so I didn't. All right, so I have 15. All right, here we go, 15. All right, so let's, in no particular order. First one up is the Bolt Part 2. Doc Pop C3. C3 machined it for Doc, but the Bolt Part 2, this is a fantastic yo-yo. It's one of the smartest, best marketed yo-yos that was out this year. The Kickstarter was fantastic. The video that Doc Pop did to sort of promote it was really, really clever and hilarious, and it definitely made me buy one. I was gonna buy one anyways, but it's fantastic. It's a great EDC throw. The next one is similar to the Bolt Part 2 plastic yo-yo Delrin, but doesn't have the metal caps there. But this is the Serenade by Thesis. This yo-yo is fantastic. Probably, this is my favorite plastic for the year. It's just a good yo-yo, and I love the profile on that. Just super wide. It's super comfy. It's great. It's awesome. There's nothing to complain about this yo-yo, and it kind of caught me off guard. Tom over at Throws and Brews also agrees with me on that for the same reasons. So the next yo-yo here is the DK. This would go in the novelty yo-yo, but it actually plays well yo-yo. The DK by SF Yo-Yos and ART. And so the collaboration, really cool collaboration. We've seen a lot of really cool collaborations this year. It's actually really hard to kind of pick the best collaboration yo-yo this year. There was a lot of really good ones, but this was a really cool one. Of course, the DK, also, you know, similar to Doc Pop's, the marketing and the promotion for this was really cool. And they were kind of able to sell out immediately. I mean, SF and ART are kind of known for that anyways, but this was a great yo-yo. It's really cool. I keep coming back to it. I have it set up right now as the responsive setup. It's really fun, responsive. The next yo-yo would be my winner for the best organic yo-yo for the year. And this is the Overture by One Drop Yo-Yos, Sebi Brock. And man, it's just, I love this yo-yo. It's large, it's in charge. It's exactly what an organic yo-yo should be for me. It has this giant axle on it, so it's just super, super, super smooth. It's one drop smooth, but it's like, it's smoother than any one drop I've ever played. And plus this finish, it's just butter. It's so good. I love this yo-yo. Keep coming back to it. So that would be my organic pick of the year. Another one that would be high up on my organic list, almost made it, was the Boa by Reticulated Return Tops. This yo-yo is fantastic. It kind of caught me off guard. I had reviewed the Puff Adder. I really liked it. It was their debut metal yo-yo, but this one I absolutely loved. It just super smooth. It just has that it factor, and so I love that solid color. Came in some other great colorways, but man, really nice organic. It just high up on there. So again, some of these yo-yos I'm kind of repeating just in case you didn't notice them the first time. Something like the Reticulated Return Tops. It's a boutique company, fairly new this year, and they've been putting out wooden yo-yos prior to this year. But man, really good. The next yo-yo, in no particular order, again, but this is my favorite collaboration this year between Oh Yes Yo and One Drop Yo-Yos, and this is the Eclipse. I love this yo-yo. I just reviewed this not too long ago, so you can check that out. Man, I love this yo-yo. It's just solid. It's so stinking smooth, and I love that colorway on it. It's really cool. Pops. It's a beautiful yo-yo. I think the story behind it and just the way they collaborated and they spent time on this yo-yo, Really, really cool. And that's my favorite collaboration yo-yo of this year. My favorite V-shaped yo-yo, my favorite sort of performance-driven yo-yo, but also has that laid-back feel, was the Pelican 2019. Even though it's 19, it came out this year, obviously, because I have it in my hand. But the release of it came out this year. And this is the pink here, and I love that Diamond Blast finish. I love that finish. And of course, just has a really great, solid, beefy feel to it. Super smooth, stable, super long spin times. It's great yo-yo. It's definitely high up there on my V-shaped yo-yos, performance-driven yo-yos. Fantastic. All right, so that's the Pelican by Squared YoYos. My favorite bimetal this year, by far, and one of my favorite yo-yos of this year is the Decoy. So the Decoy is another fantastic collaboration. Really kind of, again, we've had a lot of really good collaborations this year. This is a collaboration between Unspoken and Two Stick Yo-Yos, and this is my favorite bimetal of the year. I do not have the brass version. I've heard really, really good things about the brass version. This is the stainless steel, but man, I love this yo-yo. It's super clean. I think these two companies put the best they have into an awesome bimetal, and this is my favorite bimetal of the year for sure. Yeah, I'm filming a video. You want to say hi? This is my son, Jude. He wants to say hi. Okay.
Hi.
Get out of the shot. All right. So anyways, I also wanted to highlight a company that kind of went under the radar, a yo-yo that went under the radar. I think that's really deserves some props, and that is the Boba, this fantastic organic yo-yo by Throw Cafe. I've reviewed a number of Throw Cafe things, but this is by far the best thing I think Throw Cafe's put out. Man, I love the profile on there. It's very unique for organic. It just has oh man, it's so good. It's kind of like a high wall, but it's not really. Has that feel to it, but a kind of performance gap at the same time. Man, I love this yo-yo. It comes also with the rubber weight rings in it as well, which I like it with that. It gives a little more heft. I don't have them in there right now, but that's a really cool option. And I love this yo-yo, and I think it deserved a lot more attention than it got. The next yo-yo, another high up organic yo-yo, just kind of laid back, chill. This would probably get my award for the chillest yo-yo for sure, that's the Murmur by Unspoken YoYos. Unspoken YoYos has really kind of hit their stride this year, I think. Last year, I mean, their first debut yo-yos were great, but I really think they've kind of hit their stride as a company, and their last few yo-yos have been really, really good this year. And so the Murmur is no exception to that. Really love that. I love that muted sort of red color. I love the colorway on this. Fantastic. Yo-yos have also gotten a lot bigger this year. There's been a sort of a fad for large yo-yos, and so I don't review all of those. I didn't have a chance to even own all of those, but I think the best one that I've played and that I own is the Big Boy 430. This is also sort of one of those yo-yos that this is a rare boy as well. There's not many out there, but man, this yo-yo is large and in charge. You're working on those hooks or anything like that, it's a great yo-yo for that. And it just plays so well, and it was kind of a crapshoot of a yo-yo, and it worked, and there was no prototyping. It just went out there, and it's great, and it's awesome. And man, love this yo-yo. I would say the best competition-driven yo-yo this year, and probably my favorite competitor this year, is Kieran Cooper from SF Yo-Yos, and this is his signature yo-yo, the Cadence. Man, I love this yo-yo. The profile on this yo-yo is super, super great. It's that wide, perfect, exactly what you want in a V-shape, H-shape sort of hybrid. It's great. This yo-yo is fantastic, and definitely one of the highest. It was also definitely one of the best budget metals as well. So there's been a lot of nostalgic yo-yos as well, kind of updating with modern performance, and maybe that's a slimline yo-yo, or maybe that's an A-size bearing yo-yo, or that's a high-walled yo-yo. There's even been companies that have come out that have kind of made it their goal to kind of make a mid-school or old-school nostalgic sort of feel with a modern playability. So this yo-yo would get my award for, by far, more than anything else, the most fun yo-yo of the year. And this is the Starfire 2018 by Tim Core. And man, it's just a fun yo-yo. I keep coming back to it and wanting to kind of just do those pull starts and all that. it's fun yo-yo. It's fantastic. It's super, super smooth too. So it has that modern playability and modern smooth machining, but just has that nostalgic feel. It's slimline, it's great throw in the pocket, and it's just a fun, absolutely fun yo-yo to play with. And it reminds me that the yo-yo is a toy. This next yo-yo is definitely a yo-yo that I think sets a precedence for what modern responsive playing yo-yos should be like, and I think is going to make an impact in the next year or two on other designs as well. And this is the Corco 650B Alley Cat version. So the Alley Cat, it has its run, you know, had the original one. I really like that too, but the 650B version of it is just fantastic, and it's just one of my favorite yo-yos. It's a great pocket yo-yo. It's my favorite responsive yo-yo that has come out this year. And I can see more responsive, tug responsive yo-yos coming out in 2019. I already know a few that are on the horizon. They're just not out yet. And if you've not checked out the Alley Cat 650B, you should. So the last yo-yo would get my award for best EDC, best titanium. And I'm not played every titanium. And again, it's gonna sound like I'm biased, but really, I think you would agree with me if you played this yo-yo, and that's the Tie-Hawk Squared YoYos. And so, of course, they're my sponsor, but man, I keep coming back to this yo-yo as the best tie out there right now, the best EDC. It takes a beating like no other yo-yo I've ever given it. I've sparked this yo-yo countless times. I've had other people spark it, and it is still dead smooth, and it just also plays really, really well. I love it. The design on it is fantastic. There's nothing else that compares to it, in my opinion. So that's gonna do it for my year of yo-yos in review. There's more that I could be saying. Again, this has been a really good year for yo-yos. I think 2019 has a lot to live up to, man, it's been a good year. But I think there's even better things on the horizon for some of these companies that kind of got started this year. I'm seeing really good things for yo-yo design. It's a positive future for the yo-yo world, I think. And I'm seeing more and more players come into the game, more and more players step up their game as far as competition, and it's a good time to be a thrower, and it's a good time to be invested in this community. And so I thank you for making it a good year for myself, for watching this channel, for contributing your thoughts and your opinions, your comments, and for subscribing and just kind of making this happen. And if you have other things, I would like to hear your opinion. What's your favorite yo-yos of this year? What's been your favorite contest? I haven't been to a lot of contests this year. Just haven't had a chance with the family and all that stuff. But what's been your favorite contest? What's been your favorite player for the year? What's been your favorite freestyle? What's been your favorite video? All those things, I would love to hear them in the comments. And so, anyways, that's gonna do it for now. All right, and as usual, good day and good yo-yo.